Tired of basing your miniatures like an 18th century peasant? Sick of harvesting basing materials from the dangerous seabeds? If only there was another way! Well, now there is, with 3DPrintedSandDuneBases.ca. 3D printed sand dune bases are the revolutionary new sand dune bases entirely 3D printed. Standard basing materials can be riddled with deadly pathogens, oceanic detritus, and other harmful chemicals, but 3D printed sand dune bases are 100% synthetic, 100% clean, and 100% renewable. Real sand is a finite resource, the harvesting of which wreaks havoc upon local beaches. But with 3D printed sand dune bases, we only use the finest and environmentally friendly sustainable UV resins. 3DPrintedSandDuneBases.ca has spent countless eons studying 3D modeling, sand particle articulation, ancient forbidden lore, and how to make the perfect circle. And now we're finally ready to release this revolutionary new way to base your miniatures. Using our patented 3D printed sand dune base proprietary technology, you can blow away the painting competition. We perform a high-resolution photo scan of each individual sand particle to reproduce a trillion-plus polygon count 3D model. Then we size them down to a perfect fit for your tabletop miniature. Just listen to these great testimonials.
Bitcoin? Still don't know how it works. But 3D printed sand dunes? Those just make sense. Can we make an NFT of 3D printed sand dunes?
Their medicinal benefits were 100 times more effective than crystals for healing my grandma's cancer.
I was amazed by the quality. You can tell that every grain of sand has been meticulously crafted and printed with the utmost of care. Everyone who sees it is incredibly impressed.
Sand dune base, and I'm looking at it, it makes me think of all the real life sand dunes that I've seen in my life, and I realized that was all just an illusion. It's all just like a 3D printing made by God.
No?
Bases are the best. We said before the bases so I can buy more of them. I am not captured. They are taking good care of me.
For your first order of 3D printed sand dune bases, go to 3DPrintedSandDuneBases.ca. That's 3DPrintedSandDuneBases.ca and use the promo code That's a Lot of Sand for absolutely 0% off.
Warning, do not use 3D printed sand dune bases sand as seasoning. Do not ingest or inhale 3D printed sand dune sand. 3D printed sand dune bases and 3D printed sand based miniatures should be stored in a radiation shielded container of at least 1 centimeter thick. 3D printed sand dune bases are known to cause cancer in the state of California, but only in the state of California. Sand dune bases does not actually expand consciousness. Sand dune bases do not actually allow for space travel.